Hey, sports fans. Louis Diamond back at you live from our Las Vegas handicapping studios. And you are watching BettorCenter Live. And we have a boatload of winners again for you today with three great handicappers joining me. I have with us again, same three from yesterday. The guys that produce solid winners for you for 2 straight days. Let's get right down to it. Let's welcome Chumley. Welcome back today. You're 3-0 in the NBA, buddy. So hopefully you got some NBA for us here tonight, some college baskets. How are you today, Chums?
Good, Louie. Yeah. I have one solid NBA play. I kind of limit my action, as you guys know. I don't overdo it. I did on the show go into it in college basketball. I'm not going to deny it. I admit when I lose, I had a bad day. It happens. Still, the last couple of days, 6-3 overall in the buckets for the NCAA. And like I said, we'll come back with a solid NBA play. And I have three pretty strong college basketball winners, I hope, for you guys tonight. So let's get her going.
All right. Sounds good. Welcome back. And Tony Gullidge, the Red Rifle. I got you coming back here today. How are you today, Tony?
Feeling pretty good. Sorry I missed out yesterday's show. Technical difficulties on the road, but I'm here and ready to fire off some winners for you guys today.
All right. Sounds good. Welcome back. And once again, Eddie J. What's happening with you today, Eddie J?
Hey, what's going on, Lou? Yeah, busy day getting prepared for the weekend. We got a huge card in college hoops tomorrow. Also, we specialize in the hockey, got some NBA, the football props for the Super Bowl were just released, so scouring over them. Like I said, we ran a free trial on Twitter from January 1st through the 31st, just to show guys what we can do here at BettorCenter. And 153 winners, 117 losses, 57% overall. And we just crossed 100 positive units. So a $50 unit guys made $5,000 and a $100 unit guys made $10,000. So you can't beat that with a stick. And pretty busy. Got some new inquiries today. One guy just signed up. Is why we had a little delay on the start, But we'll put you guys first, and we'll deliver some winners today here with Louie, Tony, and Chumley.
All right. Sounds good. All right, so let's get right down to it. Let's get ourselves started in the NBA tonight, and let's see who's got what and who's rocking with some NBA winners for you. I'm going to start with the Red Rifle here tonight. Mr. Red Rifle, what are you seeing in the NBA, and what are we betting today?
Well, going over to NBA, couple games. I'm going to give out a couple on the show today. First one I'm going to give out, I'm looking at the spreads to make sure I took Indiana -3. The Pacers are at the Charlotte Hornets. It's about 3.5 or 4. I see a few 4s up there now. Still like the Pacers. It's a spot play for me again. I love what I like here is the Pacers. Actually, this is more of a fade on the Hornets. Got my notes mixed up here. It's more of a fade of the Hornets. Don't like what I saw the last time they played the Pacers. Don't think they're going to be able to handle them here again tonight. Like the Pacers, the money is definitely flowing that way, it appears. And then the other game I'm going to give out, the money went against me. I got the T-Wolves +6.5 playing Philadelphia. I think I mentioned this on one of the shows or in a discussion with you guys, NBA, when doing the Sixers. If you just simply bet them at home against the spread, regardless of the spread, the opponent, the day of the week, just bet them at home against the spread, and also fade them on the road, no matter what the spread, where they're at, who they're playing, is really – I don't keep the exact numbers, Lou, but I'm telling you, it's a winner all the way back. I used it last year, and even into this year, it's still cashing tickets. I'm going to try to cash another one here tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then my best bet, go ahead and give out my best bet. The Clippers, my goodness gracious, might have to hold off on it now because when I bet it last night, I got the Clippers at +2. I'm assuming there was an issue with the lineups, but now I'm looking at Clippers -7. I'm not sure ready to fire off on that one. Not sure why the line moved 9 points. Maybe you guys have some more information on that. So for the NBA, I want to give out the Indiana Pacers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's why I'm going with the 2-ball in the NBA.
All right, sounds good. Got yourself plenty of action there in the NBA for you tonight. Appreciate that, Mr. Red Rifle. And we'll get to Chumley's play there. Chumley, there you are. Oh, here we all are. I'm trying to learn all this stuff together. So, all right. So, next guy on our schedule is going to be, let's go with Eddie J. What are you thinking today for the NBA? Eddie J.
Yeah, Lou, to back up Tony's point there, Philadelphia at home, the last 50 regular season games, 44-6 straight up. On the road, last 52, 62, 26-36 straight up. So couldn't be more right there, Tony. As far as the NBA tonight, I'm on just one game. It's a nice card out there. You know, there was a couple I was looking at. Dallas is playing Utah on another back-to-back. Donovan Mitchell's out tonight, just FYI. There's a lot of people interested in that game on ESPN, the doubleheader. We went over the other night, but it's crept up to 222 without Mitchell. I don't see value there. Utah has covered the spread now, 10 or 11. I forget what it is. One of the two straight consecutive games. They won straight up 10 or 11 and covered in all of them. Without Mitchell tonight, a great Mavericks team who's out of the top eight playoff slots right now might be a spot plus 4 or on the money line, but I'm not going to go against that winning trend. My one play tonight is the Hawks and the Wizards over 234. Now, the Wizards are one of the best over teams in the game, giving up 122 a game and scoring 116 a game before their COVID-19 hiatus, where 4 games were postponed. They've since come back and played 2 games under the total, so they didn't catch that rhythm. I think now that home, they're back with that rhythm with Beal, Westbrook, those guys, and the Hawks are, you know, a great over team. They just went over with the Bucks at 238 last game. I see plenty of offense here. I think both teams get into the 120s, and this should sail over to high 234. That's my NBA play of the night.
All right, you are spot on with them Wizards. Wizards at home. Big over team and big over team this year as well. Again at home. But Hawks come in with a little bit of some under going on, but which I've been trying to ride, but it's really not there. So you might be spot on there. So I was actually planning to do a little something with that over myself. So I think you're spot on with that. So let's head it over to Chumley. Chumley, what are your thoughts there with the NBA here tonight?
Yeah, Eddie J, I was looking at the Utah game. They've actually covered 10 in a row. What with Mitchell out, I'm gonna, you know, they're only a small favorite at -4, but this might be a spot where Dallas sneaks in. I'm gonna give you my best bet is gonna be the Bucks Pelicans over 230. Both these teams like to get up and down the court, and just looking at when I ran my system, I had it closer to 236 to 238. I think this one flies over pretty easily. So I'm going to lay the number at 230 over with the Bucks and Pelicans as my NBA best bet tonight.
All right. Okay. So we got a best bet with the Pelicans over here tonight. I am also on that Utah bandwagon. Been on it a couple times on this train, and wish I went on it though every time. You know, if you bet it $10 10 times, $10,000, 10 power, boom. But easy to say after it's over with. But hindsight 2020, and we are in 2021. All right, let's get over into college basketball here tonight. Let's see what Mr. Red Rifle has to offer you in the college baskets. Tony, what do we got?
All right, let's just go over everything. Last night I took I considered it a bad beat. I had SMU -3.5. They led by 15-16 toward the middle of the second half. Managed that lead, just whittled away. They actually fell behind, ended up winning by 2, was needing overtime. It was just, I consider that a bad beat. For the season, I'm 41-22-1 on college best bets. So I'm a tick under 67%, pretty close. For the season and all college basketball plays, 162, 120, and 7. So 42 games over 500, 12 games of juice. So about 30 games to the good, money in your pocket. So in those categories of plays, I'm going to play Illinois, Chicago. I'm going to fade a team I was betting for a couple years, Northern Kentucky. These double, I kind of like these double matchups where these conferences are matching up. The teams are playing 2 games. So you travel to play a team, you play them twice. It's kind of interesting. I noticed a lot of them, you just got to be careful how you play that second game. I noticed a lot of people were just seeing the result of the first game and not really accounting for adjustments or anything and getting in trouble that second game. Regardless of that, we're going to play Illinois, Chicago, and the game's already started. So I really can't give you out a play that's already started. Illinois, Chicago +3. Skip that one. Let's go to a game that has yet to tip off. It's Richmond. I am going to play Richmond against a ranked team.
Hey, Tony, it's postponed.
The Richmond game's postponed. All right. So now I'm looking for it. I don't see it. Yep. Okay. So there's one game started, one game postponed, and guess what that leaves? The best bet of the night. I'm going to back Iowa. I got them at +2. And this is going against something I really like, and I mentioned it before to the guys. I'll tell everybody. After January 1st in college basketball, when you get a matchup between 2 ranked teams, you should look to bet the lower ranked team, regardless of situation. Sometimes the lower ranked team will be favored if they're at home. So you're not always going to be playing the underdog doing that, but just play the lower ranked team. Now I'm going to go against that. Iowa's ranked 7th, Illinois is ranked 19th. The reason I'm doing that is I'm playing Iowa off the loss to come back, okay? And that's my angle here. I like their offense. Illinois can be a little tough. It's one of the better teams. Should be a good game, a good matchup. For my best bet in the college basketball tonight, I am going with the Iowa Hawkeyes to bounce back and get the job done on the road against the Illini. So good luck with that.
All right, Tony. How about you, Chumley? What about you? What do you got tonight in college baskets?
All right, first game I have is going to be the Matt and Jaspers +8.5 against St. Peter's. I actually ran my system and went over this game for quite a while today, and I think you might even have a little value on the money line at +320 with Manhattan. These teams are pretty similar. Their big guys have a little advantage, but overall, I do not 8.5 points better than Manhattan. First, Manhattan +8.5. Second play is going to be Wright -13.5 against Morris. This is huge in personnel. I mean, Wright State's a really good mid-major. Robert Morris is pretty awful. I had this one capped at almost 18. That's going to be one of my top plays. My last play is going to be UC Santa Barbara -7.5 against Cal Davis. Davis only played like 6 games. They're 3-3. Santa Barbara's been playing really good, and I think I have a lot of advantages in this game as well. I had this capped at 12. My system gave it out at around 11, but I see great value in UC Barbara -7. At those basketball plays tonight, guys.
All right, 3 nice college basketball plays from the Chumster. All right, and we got one solid play, the best bet from Mr. Gullidge, which leaves us with Mr. Eddie J. What do you have for us in college basketball today, Eddie?
Yeah, what's going on, Lou? Already off to a nice start today. We took a 4-unit play on Rice plus the 7.5. They were winning at halftime, and they were covering for the whole game. So it got a little tight at the end with the free throw shooting. You never know how that's going to go, but they lost by 5. That was a winner. The other 3 games I'm looking at, Wisconsin, Green Bay, Cleveland State over 135. Now, Cleveland State's giving up 68 a game. Green Bay's putting up 78 a game. So I see Green Bay getting 70. Cleveland State, their defense is a little bit better, but Green Bay scoring 78 a game, they should get to 70. And Cleveland State at home, Green Bay's defense, they're giving up, points galore. They have a pretty good player at Pipes. Pipes can score for Green Bay. He's a go-to player. He's averaging 18 points per game. So 130. I had this capped at about 142. So I think 134 is pretty low. 135 is pretty low for this. If you look at Green Bay's last 10 matchups, Youngstown State, Detroit, I mean, they're always into the 140s. So I'm going over there. Another one, Colorado State and Boise State tonight. The other day they played. We gave out the most interesting play of the day was on Colorado State money line. They got the win that game, and they've now knocked off Utah State and Colorado State, Boise State in back-to-back games to make it a 3-horse race in that Mountain West. Now tonight I like the over 145, and this is why. Colorado State at home this year, 77 points per game. They just put up 78 against Boise in the last matchup. Boise didn't show up, scored about 56 points. So this game, Boise's going to show up. They're favored again. I think Boise at least flips the 70-point barrier, and Colorado State, like I said, at home is going to get to 70, so you shouldn't have no problem getting that 145. And the third college, another total, I'm going Iowa, Tony's game there, and Illinois to get over 162. Now, Iowa's on a two or three game streak to the under, but they're averaging 80-plus per game. Illinois got scores, playmakers. This should be a very entertaining and exciting game. 162s are tough. It is pretty high. You need that 4 points a minute pace. So any 2-3 minute lull or gap kind of throws you off schedule. You get to the last 4 minutes and you need, 16 at the 4 minute mark, but then you need an extra 10 because you had those lapses. So we hope they get off to a great start and we're ahead of schedule, get at least 85 at halftime, and hopefully coast home on the over there.
All right, Eddie J, thank you very much. You kind of look like Chumley there because my computer is frozen over here. So
I apologize, Eddie J, for that. You're a lot better looking than I am.
We kind of got the same swag. Got the sweater and the hat.
No, I apologize.
No, we're good.
Yeah. So apparently we are frozen right now. So if I reboot, then we're out. So let's just we got all our college basketball out of the way. Tony and Chumley are not into the NHL. So Eddie, why don't you close us out with some NHL plays here tonight?
Yeah, only one game on the docket. It's Chicago and the Blue Jackets. I had it capped at about 6 goals being scored. If I saw 6, I was going to lay off, but 5.5's worth a shot for me. The Blue Jackets putting the puck in the net the last 3 against the Jets, 2 against the Panthers. Now adding Patrick Laine, one of the top scorers in the league on the road. And the Blackhawks, at home, they'll give it up and they'll score. But the thing is that new rookie goalie, I forget his name off the top of my head, but he really looked good in that Nashville game the other night. So hopefully they put the backup in, or he has an off night. That'll help us get there. But Chicago at home, we should get 6 goals in this matchup. Go with the over 5.5, Columbus and Chicago.
All right, Columbus, Chicago over is the NHL play. Quick little recap, everybody. We have in the NBA, Minnesota plus a 6.5, Clippers minus the 7. Hawks over. College basketball, Iowa plus 2 from the Red Rifle. Chumley comes at us with Manhattan, even a little money line action, plus 320. Wright State minus a 13.5. UCSB minus a 7.5. Eddie J comes with the Iowa game over. And that is your schedule for tonight. I know we're frozen, so if you're still out there listening, we appreciate it. We're going to be back here tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time, with plenty of college basketball, plenty of NBA, and plenty of NHL for you. You can get out there, make you some money on the games tomorrow.
Hey, Lou.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, I have a question for Chumley because I gave you a shout-out yesterday for that Northern Colorado game, and it was postponed, and I looked it over. And that looked like a pretty solid play based off what you said yesterday. Yeah. And they're playing again tonight. Do you like that still tonight?
You know what? The funny thing is I don't have a spread at my sports book. Do you have one at yours? What is it? Is it 5 yet?
It's still 5, yeah.
Yeah, I thought something was up with that. I would have gave it out on the show, but they're not offering it. So I thought something was up again tonight. But I love that play. If that's on the docket, if we're doing our end of the show best, our our most interesting play. I absolutely love them at -5 if that's on there. But my book is not offering it for whatever reason. But yeah, if anybody's out there watching, I definitely would still play that -5. They should win that by 10+.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Northern Colorado -5. And that is a bonus play for you here on BettorCenter Live. All right, Chumley, you got a pool game to go, pool match to go out there and win. And we got a lot of picks to go out there and win. And Chumley will not be here tomorrow, but I will be here with the Red Rifle, Eddie J, 8 a.m. So get some coffee and join us with some more winners on BettorCenter Live.
Hey, if you guys are going to get frozen again, freeze it on somebody else besides me. That wasn't cool at all.
It shows it's still live. Be careful. It says it's still live up there on my screen.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, that's
you're
good.
okay.
You know, after the show, when you get a little behind the scenes action, that's cool. You know.
Yeah, just don't start wanking off or anything. We're okay, man.
Hey, we're still live now. Watch your mouth. Turn it off, Luke. Turn it off.
Don't
Does
take your
anybody
wig
know
off.
why I bet the Clippers +2 last night and now they're -7?
What's up with that?
Yeah, Kawhi and Paul George are both playing. They were listed questionable, so the public probably jumped on that once they heard the news because they didn't play last night.
Yeah, so I knew they didn't play last night, and I was betting it kind of regardless of whether they played or not. But good Lord, 9 points?
It's still rolling live, guys.
Yeah,
Not that it matters, but we can we can do some bonus coverage. Kimberly, you want to join the show? You look way better than I do.
that was -7. Hey, I told everybody if you hadn't bet it, if you didn't get the good line, just don't bet it now. I have second thoughts.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get.
That was -7. Hey, I told everybody if you hadn't bet it, you didn't get the good line, just don't bet it now. I have second thoughts. You got to end the stream, Luke. Can you end the